Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Christy, spelled with an E. And if you aren't aware, I have been on a health journey for the past few years. I'm in actually almost in my third year of eating healthy. I've changed how I ate. I started off keto and then switched to carnivore, which I've been doing for 9 months. I have switched out any cooking oils that I use. I don't use any kind of vegetable oil at all. I use tallow. That is my go-to. I've also swapped out homemade tallow balm for my lotions or skin creams or anything like that, trying to get away from things that are toxic. And other things that are toxic is laundry detergent. So I have decided to make my own laundry soap. So it is a little bit of a long process, meaning that the scents that I'm going to be using are going to be natural scents, and I am going to be using mint. Unfortunately, I did not have the opportunity to grow my own, so I got some at the store, and I am just going to rip them up and put them in this jar, ripping them up so that they get as much smell as possible, because when you're using herbs especially, it's much more potent if you rip them. You get all that oil out and it smells really, really good. So I'm using mint because I thought mint would be a nice smell, and it was something that I could find at the grocery store. Now I will eventually want to use my own herbs from my own garden, but until then, I'll just do it this way. And I am going to use the entire package of mint. It may end up being very strong smelling, but that's okay. So when we think about laundry detergent, there are so many ingredients in there that are harmful. I mean, yes, they're harmful if you eat them. I don't know which idiot is going to try and drink laundry soap. That's just stupid. But also skin irritants, could be some cancer-causing ingredients, and just things that I don't want. I had switched to using wool laundry balls instead of dryer sheets. My mother-in-law told me that one about the toxic nature of fabric softener sheets and fabric softener in general. Not only is it harmful, but it also leaves a coating on your laundry, which I have noticed since I quit using them. I use my wool dryer balls instead. Let me grab one so you can see what I mean. You may have seen these in a previous video, but these are my little dryer balls. This one needs to be plucked a little bit. They got some little fuzzies on them. But these are just wool balls, and I can put essential oils in them if they get too funky. Like, they don't smell bad, but if I wanted to add a little more scent, I could wash them in hot water, just dunk them in hot water with some essential oils to have a nice smell when my clothes come out of the dryer. But I'm going to try this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to infuse the smell of the mint with hot boiling water. So my quart jar, yes, that's what this is. This is a quart jar, and it will hold about 4 cups of water. And I'm going to just pour that on there just like a tea, and put the lid on it. And we are going to let this sit and steep for at least a day, maybe longer, but probably about a day. So we will come back tomorrow or the next day, and I will show you what I do next to make laundry soap. This has been sitting for about 24 hours. So we are going to take this infusion and strain it into this pot and get it heating up. And while I'm heating that up, I'm going to take my castile soap here. I've got, this is Kirk's castile soap, and I'm going to take 1.5 bars, chop it up, put it in the food processor, and melt it into the infused water. So that is the next step.
It does smell like mint.
We'll save this one for next time.
It doesn't need to chop up too really. We're trying to food processor to really get nice and fine. I could wait, but I think I take more time. And I got really first. And one back.
We'll let this get melted. You want all of that soap to melt into the infusion. Our soap has dissolved. I don't see any more bits floating around in there. Just some bubbles. So I'm going to take this off the heat and let it cool down slightly. While the soap is cooling down, I'm going to fill this 5-gallon bucket halfway with hot tap water. You don't want it boiling, you just want it hot. I just turn it there to go in my sink. And to that water, we are going to add 1 cup of the laundry booster, the super washing soda, and 1 cup of borax. So a cup of each. I'd say that's about halfway. Get these open. One cup of borax. Let's not try to make a mess. And I made a mess anyways, but that's okay, I can clean it up. Dump that right in there. And 1 cup of the washing soda. Make these hard to get into. Bring you around so you can see. I'm just going to mix that up real good. Get that all dissolved. Now I'm going to take this pan where I melted the soap, and we are going to pour this right in there. And mix that up as well. And then we are going to fill up the rest of the bucket with hot water from the tap. It does take a while to fill. Nice and bubbly though. And it does smell good, has a very clean, minty smell. So I'm very pleased with it. So there we go. I stirred it up. That's why it's spinning around a bit. But we're going to let this sit for about 24 hours before we use it the first time. And it does smell really good. So now that we've finished with the making of the laundry detergent, let's talk a little bit about cost. So the borax and the washing soda were each approximately $6, and I only used a cup from each. The soap came in a 4-pack that was about $6. So there we're at $18 so far, and that's for a couple of buckets.
The mint.
Oh, and the mint, thank you. And the mint was about $2. So $20, which I couldn't buy that much laundry soap, commercial laundry soap, for that price. So that's a savings right there. This is going to last me at least a year with the ingredients that I have. I mean, I will have to get more herbs for next time. So $2 for another batch, that's not bad at all. What I figure that's probably going to save me probably $100 by the time everything is said and done, at least that much, which is an amazing savings in these times. Things are so expensive, and it's non-toxic. I don't have to worry about any kind of allergies that someone might have. I don't personally have any allergies. I've never had any issues with traditional laundry soap, but I do know that it has toxins in it, and I am trying to get away from as many toxic things in my life as possible, which is why I have switched how I eat. And my next goal is to be making my own soap and my own shampoo and conditioner, because that way I've pretty much changed about everything. The cleaning products will be eventually down the line too, where I want to get away from using, commercial dish soap and commercial cleaners. I use a lot of vinegar in my cleaning that I do, and I use a steam mop instead of a regular, what am I trying to think of? Like regular soap for cleaning the floors, any kind of floor cleaners. So that's a good thing that I do there as well. So I'm just trying to get as many toxic things out of my life as possible. So the next step will be using it in laundry. So it does have to sit for about 24 hours. So when I am ready to do laundry, we will come back and do a load of laundry and see how it comes out. All right, I'm doing this from the floor because the bucket is heavy. I have a funnel, I have a mason jar, this is a half-gallon jar, and a ladle. Let's open this up and see what it looks like in here. It's been sealed overnight, as you can tell by my change of outfit. Well, maybe not, because I tend to change my outfits a couple times a day sometimes. Ooh, it smells really good still. And I make a mess on the floor, but that's okay. I have a mop and I know how to use it. Oh, it smells really, really good. Make sure I give it a nice stir here before I start ladling it out. Here's what it looks like. And I'm going to start ladling it out. Now I'm going to put my jar right up here so I don't get as much mess. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make a mess anyways, because I have a degree in mess making. But I also have the counter degree of cleaning up after myself. So I guess that's a win-win. I'm gonna get all over myself. Wonder if it works as bath soap. Too bad I already took my shower. There we go. Let's do some laundry. I have a load of laundry to go into my washer. I've got one of the kitty blankets along with some towels and other things. So before we use it, we want to shake it. I know I just put it in here so it's pretty shook up, but just because we're going to give it a little shaky anyway. Oh, shaken, not stirred. And I did measure out that a half a cup is right here, so that is a good way to know how much we need. So right to there. So here's where I pour my detergent. Right in there like that. And then we will go ahead, turn it on. There we go. And we'll be back when it's all done. Time to check the laundry. Pull out a towel. I smell a little bit of the mint, but not a whole lot, but it does smell clean. It feels nice. Blanket feels fuzzy. Oh, I smell it in the blanket. That smells good. So I am pleased with it. I'm gonna stick these back in here for just a second. One of my balls fell out. But there we go. Non-toxic laundry detergent from the making to the using. And I like it and will be continuing with that. If you have watched this entire video, thank you so much and give yourself a round of applause. I really do appreciate you watching my videos. I enjoy making them for you and giving you a little glimpse into my life. I hope you all have a great day and I will catch you all later.
Sometimes it takes
Toodles.